Also letting you know about reopenings that are planned, particularly at the Magic Kingdom. Disney World will begin a partial reopening. I believe it takes effect tomorrow, but it will be done very, very carefully. Of course, there are some issues there because a lot of people are flabbergasted that Disney is even considering doing this in the face of spikes in cases in the state. Peter Werner, the Dis Unplugged podcast host, he knows everything about Disney. Peter, I guess everyone will ask you the same thing. Is it safe? Is Disney making the right move?
That's a tough question, Neil. Look, okay, so for example, I'm in a high-risk group. I'm a diabetic. I'm not going to the parks, right? But there are a lot of people that are. They opened it up to cast members earlier this week. Yesterday and today is annual pass holders. Tomorrow's the general public. But we're still looking about, like yesterday, the estimate was there were about 7,000 or 8,000 people in the Magic Kingdom. Now, a normal day is about 60,000. Capacity is about 90,000. So, people were thrilled that the park was pretty much empty. We're expecting them to keep it somewhere around 20–25% of capacity. So I know that they have gone way above even what the other theme parks in Orlando are doing in terms of safety measures, but that's only going to be 50% of the equation here. The other 50% really is, are people going to follow the guidelines? And that's what remains to be seen.
Now, the guidelines, they include masks, right? And the reason why I'm thinking about that, I think you and I have gotten into this before, masks are one thing, but, wearing them, 90, 95-degree temperatures. And I think in Florida, you guys got a little high humidity. I'm just wondering how that's going down with folks.
So far, from what we've seen, and I can only, as far as theme parks go, we can really only look at Universal, SeaWorld. They're open. They've been open for about a month now. Disney Springs been open for about a month and a half, 2 months. And so far, it's gone pretty well. Now, I can tell you, I live here in Orlando. It is a sauna outside right now. It is not comfortable. I don't care what mask you're wearing. It is not comfortable. But my concern is, Disney Disney doesn't have a good track record with confronting guests with bad behavior. They really don't. So my concern is, will they, if people aren't following the guidelines, how strict are they going to be? That's going to be what remains to be seen right now.
It's very interesting. I've noticed anecdotally when I've been there, you're right. If there are guests who act up and all, they're very, very slow, and maybe by design to start getting nasty with them. But maybe it's time for, Mickey Mouse to show a little toot, I guess, right?
Yeah, well, they'll never get nasty. That's not Disney's brand.
No,
but
absolutely
they don't
not.
get firm. They don't get firm, and that's what I'm wondering.
That's well put.
See.
All right, interesting. We will see how it goes, because I believe this first wave, there's season pass holders who have been allowed to come a little early, right?
Right. So yesterday and today have been annual pass holders. Tomorrow begins a general public admission for Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom, followed, I believe, on the 15th by Animal Kingdom and Disney's Hollywood Studios. Of course, they just started selling park tickets. You must have park tickets in order to get in, obviously, but you also have to make a reservation to get in. And that was kind of a quandary for folks because they weren't able to buy tickets in order to make the reservation. So, but now that just started, resorts and ticket sales for 2020 began yesterday, I believe. So we'll see.
Peter, thank you very much.